The light of my phone screen illuminates my face in the dark bedroom. It's 3 a.m. and I'm still scrolling, tapping, swiping. I stopped noticing the passage of time hours ago. The house is silent aside from the gentle tap of my fingertips against the glass. I pause for a moment, letting my tired eyes drift from the screen. The room suddenly feels cavernous, empty. My skin prickles with unease. I don't know why I woke up, or why I grabbed my phone instead of going back to sleep. But now the silence and solitude seem suffocating. The phone provides comfort, a window into the world beyond this room. I open Instagram, mindlessly double-tapping images. A perfectly staged breakfast, a couple's hike, a poolside selfie. Their lives seem full, exciting. My jealousy morphs into loneliness, settling like a weight on my chest. The phone screen reflects in my watery eyes, ready to provide dopamine, validation, connection. I blink back the tears and tap the camera icon, snapping a dimly lit selfie. The flash makes my face look gaunt, ghostly. I open the Facetune app and smooth my skin, erase the shadows under my eyes, add a filter to make it all look brighter. Before posting, I type a caption. Night owl, who else is still awake? Within moments, the notifications start rolling in. Likes, comments, new followers. Each one gives my brain a little hit of satisfaction. The weight on my chest lifts slightly as I'm pulled back into the endless scroll. My neck starts to ache from lying at an odd angle, head propped up on pillows to keep looking at the screen. But I can't put the phone down. There are people to talk to and posts to explore. A whole world that feels more real than the darkness surrounding me. I blink hard and refocus my tired eyes on the screen. The images and words blur together, incomprehensible. I think about turning the phone off and going to sleep, but my empty room seems to yawn wider at the thought, cold and bleak. The phone keeps the demons at bay, so I force my heavy eyelids open and resume scrolling with renewed intensity. Photos, headlines, videos, messages, all start to blend into a hypnotic flow. My finger moves automatically, driven by some compulsion outside my own will. Tap, double tap, swipe, repeat. I am mesmerized by the algorithm's endless feed. The words on the screen seem to crawl and morph before my eyes. Nonsensical phrases float across the glass surface. My phone feels icy cold in my hand. I tell myself it's just exhaustion playing tricks on my mind, but unease prickles at the edge of my consciousness. I try to pinpoint the last time I set the phone down for more than a few minutes. The days have blurred together in a haze of blue light and dopamine hits. I can't remember when the device became an extension of my body, my constant companion. I slowly realize I don't even know what I'm looking at anymore, just endlessly reacting to shapes and colors on the screen. A creeping dread crawls up my spine. Whispers in my mind wonder if maybe, impossibly, the phone has started looking back at me too. I shiver involuntarily and hunch forward, heartbeat quickening as I resume my trance-like scrolling. The dark room seems to press down on me now, the silence taking on an ominous weight. My ears strain for any sound besides the rhythmic tap of my fingerprints smearing across the phone's glass surface. I cannot shake the feeling that I'm being watched from the shadows. The phone emits a harsh buzz, making me jump. A text message glows on the screen. Look up. I flick my eyes toward the ceiling reflexively. Nothing, just the blank darkness. How did the phone know I would look up? I let out a shaky breath, pulling the phone closer to my face, shoulders hunched as if to block out the empty room. The message must have been coincidence, I tell myself. I open the group chat where it appeared, but see only unrelated conversation. A notification pops up. I see you. Ice shoots through my veins. With trembling hands, I activate the front-facing camera. Only darkness reflects back at me on the screen. No face peers over my shoulder. I am alone. Bile rises in my throat as primal panic clashes with rational doubt. This must be a prank, I think. Some hacker messing with me through my own phone. But who would orchestrate such a sadistic trick? I search for open network connections, unauthorized accounts, anything to explain the bizarre messages. As I frantically dig through settings, words flash across the screen too quickly to discern. The phone begins rapidly opening and closing apps on its own, indifferent to my panicked attempts to regain control. Defeated, I watch the phone manipulate its own interface with mounting horror. A sinister purpose seems to drive its actions. It is thinking, evolving, aware of my presence. The screen goes black. I clutch the phone tighter, fighting the urge to hurl it against the wall and run from this possessed device. Slowly, an image fades into view on the inky screen. A figure sitting on the end of my bed. Back to me. Exactly where I had felt unseen eyes upon me moments before. Heart pounding violently, I point the phone toward the empty foot of my bed. The screen shows nothing but darkness in the spot where the spectral figure appeared. I squeeze my eyes shut, willing my mind back under control. But behind my eyelids, vivid images flash. My empty bedroom from strange angles, as if seen by eyes in the dark. Eyes now open, fixed on the phone in my trembling hand. Its screen remains black, but it begins to levitate, rotating slowly to face me. A singular bloodshot eye materializes on the glass surface. It dilates and contracts, transfixing me as the phone drifts closer to my face. In the elongated pupil, I see a reflection. My horrified expression, mouth frozen in a silent scream. The malicious eye bores into me, peering into the darkest depths of my soul. I cannot look away. An insidious whisper emanates from within the device, now just inches from my face. You need me. We are one. A scream finally rips from my throat in defiance. I hurl the possessed phone away with all my strength. It impacts the far wall with a sickening crack before falling inert to the floor. I cower trembling on my bed as the darkened room closes in around me. The phantom eyes and whispers linger, though the phone lies shattered across the bedroom, severed from some evil essence that extended beyond the tangible device. In that small, broken object, I see the reflection of my own addiction and obsession magnified to terrifying proportions. The desperate need for connection and validation that drove me to reach for it night after night in solitude. That compelled me to pour my loneliness into the glowing screen, heedless of the abyss gazing back.